What it is, what it do. You already know who it is. It's your boy, back again with another episode of Doki Doki Blue Skies. Last time, I believe we told the club we were dating Yuri, so now we're official. That's cool. But I'm curious to see what's going to happen after that. So if you're as curious as I am to see where this show is going to get going, be sure to hit the like button and stay tuned because we're about to have a fun time. Now, I believe the last thing I said was, it's nice to have a day for myself. It's nice to have a day to myself for once. Seems like it's been a while since I haven't made plans for the weekend. Funny thing, what joining a single club can do to your social life. That's probably an exaggeration on my part, though. I'm just so used to staying in on the weekend that whenever I do go out, it's a huge deal in my mind. You know what? I can relate to that because I myself don't really like to go out all that much. So I could totally see that. Let's see. What should I do? I'm suddenly overwhelmed by the possibilities. I could talk to Yuri, hang out with Yuri, go here with Yuri, maybe talk to Sayori. But I could talk to Sayori and Yuri at the same time. Well, I guess I should start by brushing my teeth and getting dressed. Well, that's a good start too. A fresh, minty taste permeates my mouth. Unfortunately, orange juice is out of the question for now. Might as well make another foray into the world of cooking. You know, that's one of the worst things when you brush your teeth and your teeth feel all good, and then you're like, oh, now I can't eat anything for a while, or else I'll just get rid of all the good I've done with brushing my teeth. What was one of the recipes Yuri told me about before? Egg rice? It sounded pretty simple back then. Let's see if it actually is. I half-heartedly swill some rice around in a bowl full of water. It's been a while since I cooked rice for myself. I'm just too impatient to wait for it to cook. Let's start. The egg rice is pretty good. The mouthful is kind of slimy, but the taste is there. I don't know if I actually cooked it correctly, but how bad could I have messed up such a simple recipe? I might try it. I might make it again. The next time I'm too lazy to make something more complex. Which is to say, basically every meal. Because I'm too lazy to make anything super special, unless it's for somebody super special. This has got to be more healthy than instant meals, though, right? Well, it depends how you cook it. Most cases it should be, but some people tend to make food that's more unhealthy than. Some people can make food that's more unhealthy than the processed stuff in the stores. But in most cases, yes, home-cooked meals should be healthier than the processed foods you get in the frozen aisle. I wonder if Yuri's eating this right now, too. She did say she eats it for breakfast quite often. It's like that cheesy saying where people are connected by the same moon overhead. But instead of the moon, we're connected by eggy rice. Eggy rice. Yuri does wake up earlier than me though, so she's probably finished eating by now. Speaking of Yuri, I should probably make some headway on one of the countless books she's recommended to me if I want to be able to keep up with her. Let's see. I've only gone through a few more chapters in the book, but I'm already feeling restless. The plot isn't bad, but the themes seem a bit elusive to me. I interestingly employ a stream of consciousness style of narration too. It interestingly employs a stream of consciousness style of narration too that I'm not used to reading. I wonder if Yuri ever gets bored when reading. That's a good question, I actually never thought about that. It's not like she's some inhuman reading machine, so there must be some writers who she dislikes. Knowing her, she'd be the type of person to soldier on and finish the book anyway, despite her feelings toward it. Maybe I should go outside and stretch my legs for a bit, and come back to the book later with fresh eyes. That's a good idea. It's that type of winter day outside that's sunny, yet still chilly. Really? I can't tell. It looks super gray. The clear, cold sunshine lights up the uniformly gray sky. This kind of sunshine has always reminded me a bit of the hue of fluorescent lights. It makes the air seem strangely crystalline. Fortunately for me, it's not cold enough to warrant bundling up in a bunch of layers. Just my sweater's enough to keep me comfortable. Some people Some people have crazy cold tolerances. I'll never be able to reach the levels of girls who can wear skirts in freezing weather. You know, I've seen that before. I remember when I was in college, during those cold January, December days, where I would see some girls wear the cold. You see some girls wearing like crop tops and jeans or skirts or whatnot. I'm just like, God bless you for being down for the cause that much that you'll risk your health to look fine. I remember I also saw this one guy. I saw this one guy who was wearing nothing but shorts and a t-shirt, and it was like 30 degrees out. Well, actually, no, it's probably like 45 degrees, but still cold. And then I was like, how are you just wearing shorts and a t-shirt out here? And he was like, oh, I'm from Maryland. I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense. Speaking of which, there's a girl in a skirt approaching me. Looks like she's walking her dog. Eh? Is that Shiori? Oh, hey Shiori! Yo, look at the dog. Look at the dog, bro. look at the doggo. The Doge, look at Doge. Hey, what's up, Killin? I didn't know you lived this close to me. Oh, is that your house over there? I wouldn't say I live too close by. It's just that I take really long walks. Oh, maybe you should go on a run with Emmy sometime. Huh, as if I'd be able to keep up with her. Anyway, it's just that my dog really likes being outside, so I hit two birds with one stone by getting both me and my dog exercise this way. Isn't that right, Mochi? Aww, the dog's name is Mochi. Oh, that's so adorable. The dog, his name is Mochi. Ah. Oh, that's so funny. Mochi barks cheerfully in response, wagging his tail furiously. Mochi, that's a cute name. It matches his look too. He really looks like a giant ball of white fur. Yup, Samoyeds look kinda like gigantic blobs of white mochi, don't they? I mean, maybe if you squint really hard and have terrible vision. You just don't know how to appreciate dogs. Or mochi. So are you out here enjoying the sunny day as well? Which looks totally great, by the way, I must say. Or are you gonna pop back into your nasty otaku den after this? Well, I decided to take a walk. Hey, I don't have a nasty otaku den. I don't even call myself an otaku. Just because a guy dabbles in the occasional manga or anime doesn't mean he's an otaku. Don't forget the video games. Oh yeah. Wait! Don't worry, I won't tell any girls about it. How do you even know what hobbies I'm into? Look, just because I don't confiscate the manga you read in class, doesn't mean I don't notice. You should be thankful you have such a chill class rep. Otherwise, next time, you'll swap manga with your buddies. You might find yourself in huge trouble. Says the girl who wildly modifies her uniform. And just so you know, the girls I hang out with don't mind those things. Or at least, I don't think so. I'm just teasing you, Killin. Yeah. Do you have cram school or something after this? I assume that's why you're wearing your uniform out on a Saturday. Eh? No, it's just a habit from my old school. That and the person who created my sprite never bothered to give me a casual outfit of sorts. I used to go like to this really prestigious private school that required everyone to wear their uniforms outside. Like, every high school student wears their uniform when they go to academic related things like cram school. But we had to wear our uniforms when we were just hanging out outside of school too. Wow, that's very specific. Also a convenient excuse for not having a casual sprite for Shiori. Sometimes just holding ourselves accountable for our conduct both in and out of school. Sounds suffocating. No kidding. The headmaster had a giant stick up his butt. She was gonna say up his ass. So are you overcompensating with your current uniform then? Making up for all those years you couldn't customize your uniform? Heh, let's just say I'm glad the rules are less strict at our school. Mochi suddenly barks and tugs at his leash, causing Shiori to stumble a bit. Okay, Mochi. Looks like he wants to get going now. I'll see you at school, Killin. Heh, see ya. Mochi runs off with the struggling Shiori in tow. It's as if Shiori is the one being walked by her dog. You know, it'd be like that sometimes when you got a big dog. Sometimes the dog wants to walk you. But then you have to say, no, I'm the one who walks, not you. Well, I should probably head back in to finish my book anyhow. Well, that was a nice little interlude. It's night by the time I flip over the last few pages of the novel and snap the cover shut. That's one book down, a billion more to go. Are you proud of me yet, Yuri? I'm about to contemplate rewarding myself by binging an anime series when my cell phone rings. Might call me on my cell phone. Late night when you need my love. Yeah, you call me on my cell phone. Late night when you need my love. I know when that hotline bling. Speak of the devil. Is Yuri. I'm guessing that she's not calling to praise me on my literary accomplishments. Hey Yuri, what's up?
Hello, Killin.
Just calling to say hi?
Oh, yes, I suppose so. Am I interrupting something? Ooh, I hope I'm not bothering you.
Nah, don't worry about it. Buddy, my friend, you're all good. I just finished one of the books you recommended me.
Oh? Which one?
It was that translated story about the thief who gets released from jail and becomes obsessed with the people who put him there.
And how did you like it?
I think I liked it overall, but it kind of made me feel a bit depressed too. How so? Well, the protagonist definitely isn't totally moral himself. I mean, he's a thief and ends up killing people by the end. But I couldn't help sympathizing with him. He lost everything while in jail, even his family, and just couldn't find his way back into society.
Is it true that he absolutely couldn't help, but slipped back to his old ways, though?
I guess not. He did have a mentor who gave him shelter and advice. Still, I found myself agreeing with him when he started to become a sort of anarchist revolutionary.
I suppose you can simulate with the lack of justice from the protagonist's point of view.
Yeah. I did like how ironic the ending was. The main character spends the whole book calling his enemies traitors and dogs, but in the end he gets killed by police dogs.
I think that I would agree with you on the story being a rather melancholic one. It's quite the existential bit of literature. However, I do disagree with the protagonist's actions myself. The way I see it, while the main character's life is unfair in some aspects, he also uses his anger and anachronistic ideas to hide his own flawed character. After all, the story employs first-person narration and stream of consciousness, so there's an element of unreliable narrator there.
That's true. He did try justifying some pretty bad things.
But in the end, death is the greatest equalizer. Just as the protagonist dies, so shall his supposed enemies. It really makes you think about the futility of life.
Yeah. Way to get all depressing on me, Yuri. Dang. I don't really know what I'm supposed to say to that. I was like, yeah, Yuri, I guess you have a point there. I never thought of it that way before. Man, what a depressing turn this conversation's taken. Do you think that the main character should have changed, though? I mean, if he were a real person or something?
Well, it's not as though people are locked into certain personalities and dispositions at birth. I believe that people's experiences can deeply change how they see the world. The main character certainly had the ability to change, but all events that happened to him caused him to become misanthropic and embittered.
I agree with that. This kind of touches on the nature versus nurture debate too, right?
Nature versus nurture, one of the biggest questions regarding the human condition. I'm inclined to focus on how people's environments affects them, rather than what they are genetically predisposed to myself. That's one of the reasons why I love reading people's, both real and fictional, stories so much. You get to see how the characters develop all through the conflicts they endure. It's almost like a parent watching their child grow, but sped up to fit in a few hours that you could take to read a book.
Huh. It might only take you a few hours. It'll probably take me much longer than that.
It doesn't seem to take a long time when you become completely absorbed by the story. And what's amazing about literature is that it could even make you sympathize with despicable people by showing you how their mindsets are warped by their experiences.
But how do you know so much about a person's personality could be attributed to nature or nurture? There's no real way to measure that kind of thing. Also, if you heard a Discord notification go off, I apologize. That was my Discord, not yours.
Oh, good point.
What if your brain is wired in a way that makes you more likely to enjoy things like literature and tea? Maybe dopamine gets released in your brain in a different way than it does in mine. That's just an example, though. I'm no neuroscientist.
Perhaps how much is the wrong question. It may be more accurate to ask something along the lines of how nature and nurture interact. Anyway, I'm glad you enjoyed the novel. I may be sending more recommendations your way soon.
Hold on. I still have a long list of books to go. Thanks for giving me all these recommendations, though. It's been really easy to... It really helped ease my way back into the literary world. Well, if you could count the children's books I read as a child part of the literary world.
Of course, JQilin. I'm happy to share my love of literature with others.
I could practically hear the smile in her voice. You know, this is probably the first time today that I picked up my phone to use.
Do you call people often?
Nah, I mean I mostly use it to play games or read random posts online. Today's been really quiet for me though, in a good way. All I did was cook, read, and go for a walk. Oh, and talk to you, haha.
That sounds like a lovely day, JQilin. Quite similar to mine, actually.
Huh. Seems like you're really rubbing off on me. We laughed together a bit at that. These genuine moments with Yuri, I wish they could last forever.
I hope that's a good thing.
Are you kidding me? Of course it is. My mom would kill for a daughter like you. I realized too late what I just implied. Good one, JQilin. Thinking ahead in the future, my G. You're like, oh, you know, my mom would love to have a daughter like you. Meaning, at some point in time, you'll become her daughter-in-law. Yuri's probably gonna hang out from embarrassment now, with how shy she is. I mean, you definitely have better grades than me and stuff.
I'm sure you're simply doubting yourself. Anyway, it's getting a bit late now, so...
Yeah. Well, I'll talk to you later.
See you at school, JQilin.
See ya. Smooth, JQilin. Smooth. Real smooth. Jumping the gun. Talking about marriage and stuff. Poor boy. Poor lad. he just jumped the gun. Either that he gave Yuri one heck of a wrong impression. Oh well. Such is life, right? Another day, another 7 or so hours spent indoors at school. Countless hours lost training to enter the rat race of corporate life, conditioning us to equate wealth to self-worth. Wow. that was pretty insightful. Well, let's get dressed. He had a moment of wokeness just now. Let's get dressed. No time for breakfast today, unfortunately. I'm not going to degrade myself by running around with toast in my mouth either, so an empty stomach it is. Ah yes, like the classic anime trope. Maybe I could grab a coffee from a vending machine somewhere. I wouldn't mind snagging bread from the school store either. Melon bread has always been my favorite, if a bit childish. Sayori's always liked it a lot too. Well, I guess she'd like any kind of sweet bread. Ooh, curry bread is really good too. It's definitely a comfort food to me. Fried bread with a curry filling? Man, I'm making myself hungry. You're only torturing yourself here, Qilin. Get your act together. I can't help but feel something niggling at the back of my mind. Where's Sayori? It's a weird, nebulous feeling, like something's just a bit off. Don't tell me I forgot something. Quickly hoisting my bag in my arms, I rifled through its contents. Nope, looks like all my homework and workbooks are here. Well, no use driving myself crazy over it. If I had all my stuff with me, it could probably wait. It's probably not that important anyway. With a few minutes, the school comes into view. Wait a minute. I stop cold, mentally face-palming myself. I'm not walking with Sayori. I was about to say, you're forgetting your childhood friend. Actually, I haven't walked to school with her in a while. Now that I think about it, the last time I walked with her was before winter break. By this time, I'm virtually in front of the school though, so it'd be a total overkill to rush back just so I could walk with her. Besides, it's nearly time for school to start. If she isn't nearly here by now, she's gonna be late. If I go back to look for her, I'll be late too. Feels like I'm betraying her though. With one last glance, I step through the school gates. I just have to check up on her at the club. Yeah, but by that time, she's gonna be really sad or maybe even kind of upset with you because she feels like you're ditching her for Yuri, which technically we kinda are. Who knows? Maybe she'll start coming to school earlier. Maybe she started coming to school earlier. Wouldn't it be hard to get here earlier than me, after all? I've got to remember to catch up with her one of these days. Sayori. When we were kids, we were practically inseparable. What happened to us? You chose to go down the Yuri route, my friend. That's what happened. When you go down the Sayori route, everything is chill. Best friends forever, huh? I rest my head on my hand and close my eyes, letting Sakurai's droning wash over me. Soon enough, I could barely register the lecture going on in the background, and before Sakurai be like, "Yo, my home slice, why are you sleeping through my fantastic lecture?" Sayori was pretty cute as a kid. She always used to wear tank tops and shorts. Oh, look at baby Sayori with her ever so long hair, and still wearing that red bow as always. Her hair was just as messy back then as it is now. It's kind of embarrassing to admit, but we thought we'd get married in the future. My, how the tables have tabled. Of course, kids don't really get what marriage actually is, but we just kind of expected everything would stay the same forever. Forever is a long time though, and nothing panned out the way we thought it would. I wonder if she regrets losing contact for so long. You know, it's interesting how reflective he is about Sayori on Yuri's route. But I guess at the same time, like in this mod, the only girls you could romance are Sayori and Yuri, because Natsuki's a first year, meaning she's underage, so you're not gonna romance the underage girl. So only Yuri and Sayori are fair game, but it's actually kind of interesting to see how reflective he is about his relationship in this route. I don't know, because I don't even think he's this reflective in Natsuki's route, because, I mean, you could spend time with Natsuki in her route, but you just don't get to romance her. So, I just thought I'd point that out. Funny thing, I can drift apart despite being neighbors. I don't know if I say that she changed a lot, but things are still pretty different. Not to mention that I've definitely changed too. And now, I have a girlfriend. Yuri. How I managed to get a girl like Yuri to fall for me, I'll never know. I mean, it was pretty simple. You're the only person who tried to get close to her, and she liked you from the get-go, but she became more comfortable around you. So, and plus she has self-esteem issues. So, I mean, it makes perfect sense, actually, if you think about it. If anything, my dating Yuri shows how much I've changed, from hanging out with loudmouth, bubbly girls to quiet, bookish types. Maybe that whole opposites attract thing is true. Not that our personalities are so different. I feel like I'm becoming more and more like her every day. Or at least, I hope so. I mean, do you think that's a good thing? Losing your individuality to become more like the other person? I don't know. That's food for thought, especially knowing Yuri's idiosyncrasies. Intelligent, well-spoken, soothing. Well, it's not like she doesn't have her flaws, though. It seems like Yuri has plenty of baggage herself. The social anxiety, for one thing. With any luck, I'll be able to rub off on Yuri, too, and help her with some of her issues. I don't expect I'll be able to cure her or anything by myself, but hopefully I'll be able to support her where she needs it. It's funny how much brighter the future seems if you can be together with someone you truly care about. Together. Sayori! Forever? Eh? This is a glitch? What? Eh? Huh? Sayori?
You said we would be together forever.
Wait.
So why?
But that's when we were kids!
Why did you leave me all alone?
I'm sorry.
Is my friendship not enough?
I don't know what happened.
I thought you wanted me. I thought you wanted me around again. When we started walking together again. But I guess I was wrong.
No, that's not it.
This is who you really want, right?
Stop. It's not like that.
I just hope that the same thing won't happen to her.
That's not what happened. We can't stay in the past like this. I'm sorry about what happened between us, but
please don't break her heart just like you did mine.
This isn't healthy. We can't change the past. Please, just hear me out.
Why aren't you saying anything?
I'm trying. I really am.
Please, just say something. I don't want it to be like how it was before. Don't leave me without a word for years. Tell me you're not going to run away again.
I was scared.
Tell me that you can at least face me. Please.
I'm sorry. Sayori?
Qilin.
But no matter how many times I apologize, it won't change anything. We have to move on from this. Otherwise, we won't be able to fix anything. I didn't choose Yuri over you. I care about you both, just in different ways. Please, Sayori, let's look forward to the future together. You, me, Yuri, even Natsuki and Monica. Let's all support each other. Friends forever, right? Isn't that right, Yuri? Yuri? Oh god. Oh no, bro. Oh shit, baby, no. This is all types wrong, bro. All types wrong, bro. Hug me, I'm scared.
The past is never dead. It's not even past.
Huh?
That's a quote from Requiem for a Nun by Faulkner.
What?
I don't expect that you've read any of his works, though.
Yuri? Yuri?
You're not much of a reader, are you?
Yuri?
You'll never be able to keep up with me, you know. I can tell that you're being insincere every time we speak about literature.
That's not true at all.
You don't even have to keep up with your false pretenses, Killing. Otherwise, you just come off as a pseudo-intellectual.
Yuri, why?
Well, Killing, what do you have to say for yourself? Killing?
Stop!
Killing?
No! He's like, no! No! Please! Ah! My man's tripping balls, son. My man's tripping bad balls, son. Yo, that's one heck of a daydream my man had.
Killin!
What? Jeez, Killin. If you want to sleep in class, you should really be stealthier. What? Sleep? So it's just a dream then? It takes me a moment to get my bearings back, but once my head clears, I'm back in reality. Back to life. Back to reality. And in this case, reality is history class. How the hell am I supposed to control how I wake up? By not sleeping so deeply for one thing. Okay, smart ass.
Yeah, I called your name a bunch of times before you woke up.
You're lucky that we're supposed to be doing a group activity right now. Wait, we're supposed to do a group activity? What the heck happened? What the heck happened during the time I was sleeping till now? Did it just sit around me while I was sleeping at my desk? How come nobody decided to wake me up until now? Well, then again, Emmy tried to wake me up. We were just sleeping really hard. Otherwise, it might have been Sakurai waking up with a slap from the workbook. Yeah. Very good class rep you are, letting classmates sleep in class. Hey, I can report you if you want me to. No, I think I'm good, thanks.
It'd be good after taking a nice long nap, too.
Hey, give me a break. Yeah, it's a shame we don't get a Shiori and Emmy route, though. A Shiori and Emmy route would be kind of dope, not gonna lie. Yet another school day is gone and over with. Fortunately, the rest of my classes were less eventful. Now I've got to try and stay awake in the literature club. Hopefully Yuri won't be calling us pseudo-intellectuals again. that was some hurtful shit, bro. That cut deep. That cut way too deep. My phone suddenly begins to vibrate, and I step to the side of the corridor to check it. Huh? It's Monica. Literature club is cancelled today. You can go home. Scratch that. It's a new group chat that she made for the literature club. That's actually pretty smart.
Hey guys, no club today. Sorry for the short notice. I had a class rep meeting. That's his little prayer hands and with little eyes. Okay, that's what that is. Noski. Yeah, Noski would be the one using the text faces. That's pretty cute though. I like that. Whoa, that Kawaji suits you perfectly, Natsuki.
Lol, yeah, is that a pic of you in real life?
Shut up!
I chuckled to myself as I put my phone away. You can say I'm carrying the literature club around in my pockets now. My smile turns into a sigh though, as I watch everyone around me rushing to their respective clubs. Guess it's the go home club for me today. Alright, maybe you should hit up Yuri. You can go home together. I'm home. No response. Maybe I'll take a quick nap. Not like my mom's home to nag me about it. Flopping down on my bed, I bury my face in the covers. However, my relaxation is cut short when my phone rings, startling me out of my daze. God dang it, this better be good. Oh, it's Yuri. He's like, who has the nerve to be interrupting me right about now? And he's like, oh, it's my girlfriend. Hey, girlfriend. Hello?
Kilin, hi.
Oh, what's up, Yuri?
Tell me if I'm being too forward. But would you mind if I came over to your house right now?
Sure thing. Do you just want to hang out, or?
Well, this may be a bit strange for me to say, but my house, it's a bit too quiet for me today. It's not that I'm afraid of the traditional sense of the word, but I feel very unsettled by myself.
That is really weird. Yuri, of all people, having trouble with things being quiet? Well, she did say during Halloween that silence scares her the most. And maybe without the hustle and bustle of her dad being in the house, maybe she's just feeling some type of way, so she just wants to be with somebody. At least have a little bit of noise in the background. Huh? Are your parents not home?
No, they're not. They are not.
Do you want me to meet you at your place and walk you back? You could take the bus, too.
No, you really don't have to bother.
It's seriously no bother. I'm not doing anything right now anyway, so...
No, it's fine, really. I want to walk by myself for a while and gather my thoughts.
Well, if you're sure, call me if you need me to come, alright?
Okay, thank you. I'll be seeing you shortly then.
See you in a bit. So, Yuri's coming over, huh? Oh man, I really need to clean this place up. I can't help but think it would be easier for me to just go over to her place. Oh well, I've got to take better care of my house anyway. Yeah, that's how it would be. You know, you keep your place a total mess, and as someone's coming over, you're like, dang, now I gotta clean up. I can't believe how hard I'm breathing just from cleaning things up. Granted, I've really been speeding along to finish on time, but still. Right on cue, the doorbell rings. Hopefully I look as frenzied as I feel. Hey, Yuri.
Hello, Kilin. Thank you for having me on such short notice.
It's all good. What kind of boyfriend would I be if I wasn't accommodating to you? To be honest, it still feels a little surreal when I think about how I'm dating Yuri. And judging by the blush on Yuri's face, she feels the same way.
Even if you say that, as your girlfriend, I should be considerate of your schedule too.
Well, my schedule's pretty free right now, so come on in. Yuri smiles a shy smile that pulls on my heart. A gust of wind whistles through the open door, momentarily causing us to shiver. It's getting pretty cold outside, huh?
It's definitely winter. Although it's my favorite season, the chill can be less than comfortable.
Good thing I know the perfect remedy to that. Cuddling together indoors with a good book, huh?
That does sound wonderful.
Can I get you anything to drink?
Any hot tea you have would be perfect.
Fine by me. I think I have some green or black tea left. I quickly pop in the kitchen and start searching through the cabinets. Pots, pans, baking supplies, spices. Did I somehow run out? I didn't even drink tea that often. As I shove a box of cake mix back on the shelf, a couple of packets of powder fall on the floor. What's this? I wonder if this would do. Hey, I hope I didn't leave you waiting for too long.
Really, it's fine. It just makes me happy. Makes me happy just being here.
Not as happy as I am with you here. Man, when did I turn into such a cornball? He's like, when did I become such a corny motherfucker? Yeah, being all mushy will do that to you, man. Oh, man. The honeymoon phase. That's where you're at peak cornball. Cheese and lime made Yuri giggle, at least. Anyway, I couldn't find any tea. But I did find this. Would you like to try it out? What is it, hot chocolate? I held the packets of cocoa powder for Yuri to examine.
Hot cocoa? I never had the powder version before. But let's try it.
Oh, your adventurous side is coming out, eh?
Maybe. I'm not one to turn down a hot drink during the winter.
Let's get going then. Within a few moments, we have 2 steamy mugs of instant cocoa in front of us. Having just been mixed, the tan froth swirls into a spiral at the surface. Yuri peers down at the liquid with a look of anticipation. No marshmallows though, bro? Bro, you're not doing it up right. I still can't believe you never had instant cocoa before. And I bet you're the type of person to heat up the milk on the stove rather than in the microwave too.
Microwaves are simply inferior devices as compared to stoves.
Microwaves are inferior devices. Okay, Yuri, I see how it is. Pfft, of course! Well, you gonna try it then?
I suppose so.
She raises the mug to her lips and takes a hesitant sip. There's a strange look on her face. I mean, I expected instant powder to be able to match up with the real thing, but I can't tell if she likes it or not. What do you think?
I don't really know how to describe it. It tastes...
Like it was made from an instant mix?
Exactly.
We both chuckle at that, filling the warm kitchen with warmer laughter. Yuri closes her eyes and sighs contentedly, tracing the rim of her mug with the finger. Ah, yes. Tracing the mug with the finger. The classic Yuri thing to do.
I remember my mother making hot cocoa during Christmas time when I was younger. Even now, I could never make my cocoa as creamy as she could.
Don't you still have cocoa with your mom? You could just freeload off of her.
That is, I used to freeload off of her for many more things during the holidays. Once, I even ended up eating all of her peppermint bark.
Huh. I didn't know you had such a sweet tooth. I mean, you saw her the other day when you were at the bakery, bro. Now that I think about it, though, Yuri has shown a propensity for eating sweets before.
Well, it's a bit more understated now, but when I was in elementary school, I definitely did. I suppose I grew out of it. Anyway, I believe that one of the reasons why my mother started teaching me how to cook was because I was always asking her to cook something for me.
Huh, that makes sense. I think my mom probably wishes she did that as well.
I was definitely the voracious eater as a child.
If we'd have been friends as kids, we probably could have eaten our parents out of house and home between the two of us. Actually, I guess Sarah and I kind of did that anyway.
Sarah's appetite is forever insatiable, it would seem.
You've got that right.
Did the two of you spend your Christmas times together then?
Mm-hmm. We were practically thick as thieves within a week of our first meeting. I think we spent every single Christmas together until middle school.
That was when you two drifted apart, wasn't it?
Yeah. To be honest, I still feel kind of guilty about that.
Was it not mutual? The diminishing of your friendship, I mean.
It happened kind of naturally in my opinion, so I guess it was mutual? I don't know, but it was around the time the divorce was happening, so I was preoccupied with my own angst at the time too. I'm sure that contributed a lot to it.
I see.
I mean, that's a legitimate reason for him to not be friends with her anymore, because he had his own problems to deal with, and Sari probably didn't know how to help him. That could have also been around the time Sari's depression started up. So, Sari probably also had her own problems to deal with, and she had to learn how to cope with her depression and become the person that she is today.
It's no wonder that you might have not felt like talking then.
I guess so. Sari, my mom and I used to be really close back then.
Your mother may be busy working now, but you could still maintain your relationship with Sayori, couldn't you? After all, you did spend this past Christmas with her, along with the rest of the literature club.
I don't want to tell Yuri that I've kind of dropped off in hanging out with Sayori again after beginning to date her. Yeah, but I still feel like it's not enough to make up for everything. Like, I'm not the only one with problems, right?
Yes, but that doesn't invalidate your issues, Kilin.
I really value her friendship, but at the same time, it'd feel weird to suddenly talk to her about this stuff. How am I supposed to act all moody with such a bright and bubbly girl? Hell, I don't even know much about her current life. I don't know who her other friends are, or whether she likes anyone, or if anyone likes her. She likes you! So what gives me the right to butt back into her life again?
But if you still want to remain close to her, and I suspect that you do, you'll have to somehow confront the guilt within you. Maybe you speak to her about it. You'll find that she doesn't blame you for anything at all. Actually, I think that's what she'd likely say to you.
Yeah, Sari is the type of person to forgive and forget. I really like her optimism. Kind of balanced out my occasional cynicism.
Where do you think the two of you would have been if you hadn't drifted apart?
I don't know. Really close for one thing. I'd probably be a lot more tired all the time for taking care of her. Have you seen the way she could come out of the house in the mornings? She could be pretty needy, but in a good way.
I'm sure you're only exaggerating. After all, Sari is a cute girl.
Oh. Kill, you're the most oblivious guy in existence. Well, at least you figured that part out. If we hadn't drifted apart, I probably would have joined the literature club sooner, too. Then I could have met you sooner. Alright, I'm done. Goodbye, everybody. I'm out. That's not what Yuri was talking about. I mean, for the love of everything good and holy, my boy, come on. You acknowledge the fact of how oblivious you are, yet you still continue to be utterly oblivious. Yuri was like, oh, maybe if you two didn't drift apart, you two could have been dating. And then we were like, oh, you know what, that's true. Especially since the fact that, Sari still has feelings for us because she's feeling a type of way where she's seen that Yuri and I are getting closer together. But this dude's like, oh, never mind that fact. It would have been cool if we were still friends because I would join the literature club and I would have met you and then I could have dated you. Despite the fact that I would have been much closer to Sari by then and probably would have developed feelings for her first because I've known her longer and we've been friends and we've been really close and she's actually very cute. Never mind all that stuff. We're just gonna skip to the fact that I would have met you sooner and we could have been shacking out together. Some kind of fucking friend you are, Killing. This fucking guy, am I right? Oh my lord, this dude's so freaking dense. And the problem is, he tries to act like he's self-aware about how dense he is, but he's not. Jeez, man, this is just, wow. It's incredible. Who knows? In another timeline, we could be celebrating our 1-year anniversary already. That's a relatively good save, isn't it?
Maybe.
I'd give anything in the world for these moments, though. When we're just talking together in a cozy place. I slide my fingers between hers and squeeze her hand, which remains limp in my grip. Please don't be as upset as my imagination is making you out to be. Suddenly, Yuri pushes her chair back and stands up.
Sorry, but could I use the bathroom?
Huh? Oh, of course. You know where it is, right?
Yes. Now, please excuse me.
Yuri quickly leaves the room, leaving me alone with our long-cooled cocoa. Ugh, Killing. Why do you always have to mess things up? Well, you don't know what happened. Something else might have happened. Maybe Yuri just had to really go to the bathroom. I put my head down on the table, closing my eyes and letting out a heavy sigh. The table's cool on my forearms, but I can feel my cheeks heating up in, what is it? Embarrassment? Guilt? I can't tell. Just calm down, Killen. Calm down. Huh? Did I manage to doze off? I must have developed narcolepsy or something. More importantly, though, where's Yuri? If she's still in the bathroom, I probably only knocked out for a minute or two. Holy, it's dark outside. A quick look at my phone confirms I've been sleeping for an hour. Maybe Yuri left already? It would be in character for her to not want to disturb me in my sleep. I better check the bathroom, though, just in case. The door's closed, and I don't want to try the doorknob just in case Yuri's still in there. It's a sharp inhale. Almost like someone is sucking the air through their teeth. Yuri's been in the bathroom for an hour just with the knife? Bro, that's some intense stuff. Yuri? Are you in there? A loud yelp sounds from within, followed by the clattering of something falling on the floor. Are you hurt? Hold on, I'm coming in. To my relief, the doorknob turns in my grasp. Oh, so this is where we find out about Yuri's condition. This might be an invasion of privacy, but if she's hurt... there it is. We finally find out. We were wondering when this moment in time was going to come, but alas, it has arrived. But she probably didn't want us to find out like this. We probably would have found this out when we were getting it on in the bedroom. Yuri! Huh? She quickly pulls down her sleeve. She grimaces in pain as she does so. It must have agitated her fresh wounds. What? It seems as my brain is short-circuited. I have no idea where I should look. I somehow can't bring myself to make eye contact. Yuri opted to hide her face behind a sheet of hair, nervously weaving a strand of hair between her fingers. Yuri, did you do that?
Would you believe me if I said that I didn't?
What did you use? Yuri's eyes dart downwards for a second. There's a bloody razor on the floor. The tiles around it splattered with tiny droplets of blood. I gingerly pick it up with 2 fingers and wrap it in a wad of toilet paper. Have you been cutting yourself? In here this whole time? No answer. She still won't look at me. Why? Was it because of what I said? About Sayori? Yuri, I'm sorry. Truly. I should have been more considerate. I didn't mean to come off that way. I was just... At this, she finally breaks her silence.
No.
Yuri?
It's not your fault, Qilin. I'm afraid that it's just me and my own failings.
What are you talking about? If I hadn't said anything...
This would have been inevitable.
Huh? I don't get what you're saying. It means that this is just what she does. Could you help me understand? Please?
Okay. But could you give me a little time to clean up and think things through a bit?
Of course. I'll be waiting in the living room.
Wait.
What is it? Do you need any help?
No, I actually would like the razor blade back, please. I just need some bandages and rubbing alcohol to clean and dress my arm.
There should be some in the medicine cabinet over there. Feel free to help yourself to anything you need. And tell me if you need any help.
I got it. Now excuse me.
I shuffle out of the bathroom, although not before I pocket the toilet paper covered razor blade. That thing is going straight into the trash. Yeah, for multiple reasons. Yuri. My body feels like a stone as I sink into the couch. I don't know what to say. I don't even know what to think. The reality of it is just beginning to hit me. Yuri cuts herself? It's true that I've never seen her without long sleeves before. But how could she do such a thing? And why? Does her family know about it? All of a sudden, an abundance of thoughts pour into my mind as if a dam had burst in my brain. With the shock worn off, it's just too much to think about. Is Yuri seeing a doctor for this? There's gotta be some kind of therapist that specializes in this, right? I mean, probably. I knew a girl who did this in middle school. Thankfully, she kind of stopped and her scars healed over, but the damage was already done, though. And I hate to think about it, but is Yuri suicidal? I'm so lost in my ruminations that I hardly notice when Yuri's in front of me. Oh, you're out. Are you okay? Sorry, that was a moronic thing to say. Are you good to talk, though? If you're not comfortable, you don't have to.
No, it's okay. I'd feel terrible if I were to leave you clueless.
Really, you don't have to force yourself.
But this sort of situation is where I do need to force myself.
Oh God, we're in a cycle of uncomfortable politeness. Well, if you're sure. But just remember, you don't have to tell me everything if you're not ready to yet.
Thank you, Qilin.
We sit together in silence for a moment. Even though we're right next to each other, I still feel like there's an unfathomable gap between us. A gap that I may never be able to comprehend. Well, you did promise her that you would stay with her no matter what, even if she showed you a part of herself that she was ashamed of. This is where you have to be a man of your word. You promised, so now you gotta stick with it, boy. See, everything was fine when things were going well, but now this is the stuff that truly tests what your relationship is made of. Yuri clears her throat.
Qilin, just so you know, this isn't any of your doing. I know what you're thinking. You probably think I'm jealous of Sayori, and that's why. That's why I cut myself, right?
Yeah, that is what I was thinking. But I guess that it's not true. But I'm guessing that it's not true. She nods slowly.
To be honest, I am actually jealous of Sayori, but not in that way. I trust you, Qilin, enough to know that you wouldn't secretly harbor feelings for someone else, that is. I'm jealous of Sayori as a person. I wish I were anyone but me.
Tears start pooling in the corner of Yuri's eyes, her voice starts to waver.
I wish that I could be cute and bubbly and energetic. Not this gloomy, self-piddling milquetoast of a girl.
She struggles to get the words out through her tears. Her strength and stuttering waver, marking the severity of her emotional turmoil. Yuri.
That's not all either. I'm jealous of your relationship with Sayori. I could never imagine being so close to someone. To be more accurate, I'm jealous of the relationship itself.
I reach out to hold Yuri in my arms, but stop when she flinches on my touch. But what about us? You don't think that we're close? I love you just the way you are, Yuri. She shakes her head, wiping her face with a sleeve.
I've been keeping all these secrets from everyone, including you. Haha, this is like a self-exile, isn't it?
The wavering laughter she makes breaks my heart.
How can I be close to someone if I can't help but hide my true self?
Yuri, I really don't know what to say, except to deny your claims. There is a reason why I started dating you, because I love you. And these thoughts, this is why you cut yourself today? Do you do it often?
I harm myself when I get overwhelmed by my emotions. Obviously, I wasn't thinking straight when I went to the bathroom just then. I hate myself so much sometimes that I need to take it out on my skin and flesh. How else am I going to receive my just punishment?
Punishment? You don't need to be punished for anything. You need to stop doing this to yourself, Yuri. She gives me an absolutely miserable look.
I know, but I don't know if I can.
Can you please try to stop, though? Please? Have you talked to your parents about it? Could they help? There's a long moment of silence. When Yuri finally speaks, it's barely audible.
I imagine they would have done everything in their power to help me.
It suddenly hits me like a truck. Yuri's parents are dead. All these clues, and I never noticed it. Oh, so is that it? Both her parents are dead? I thought at least her dad might still be around, but I guess both of them are dead. Her nervousness whenever asked about her family. Her constant use of the past tense when talking about them. My eyes begin tearing up at the realization of all the pain that Yuri's been through. She looks though she's trying to put on a strong front, but tears quickly begin rolling down her face again. They're gone, aren't they? All at once, she buries her face in my chest, muffling her quiet weeping. Yuri. I gently wrap my arms around her. We sit together like that for who knows how long. The warmth of our embrace ensures me, telling me that Yuri is safe with me for now. But at the same time, a voice in the back of my head says that her thoughts are unreachable. All I could do now is hold her, lonely as she is in the land of tears. Yuri? She stopped crying now, but she still seems to be hiding from the world in my chest.
Qilin.
Do you want to go to bed now? We could talk about anything else you want in the morning.
Yes, that sounds nice.
She slowly rises up and stretches, combing through her hair with her fingers. Oh, and one last thing, and tell me if it's too personal for you to share.
What is it?
Do you ever think about killing yourself?
No! Sorry, but no. I don't want to die, but I can't find any other way I can cope with this life.
I see. Well, we gotta have you coming in from the cold. I can't say that I completely understand it, but I'm extremely relieved to know that.
Could we get to bed now? I'm afraid that I'm emotionally exhausted.
Of course. Let's head upstairs then. Oh, so we're sleeping together. You can take my bed. I'll just sleep on the couch in the living room or something. Bro, you're dating. You could sleep in the same bed together.
Wait!
Yuri suddenly reaches out and takes hold of my sleeve.
We can sleep together.
Huh? A blush reddened Yuri's pallid face.
In the same bed. It would be unfair to ask you to do otherwise. Ooh. Please, don't leave me alone. Please.
Don't worry. I'd never do that to you. We get ready for bed and soon find ourselves snuggled together under the covers. Neither of us speak, but the silence of the room is imbued with a certain understanding. Yuri clings to my arm as we fall asleep together, her slender arms intertwined with mine. Whereas I'm about to succumb to sleep, I hear a murmur from Yuri.
Don't leave.
My tongue is thick from drowsiness, but I manage to get one word out in reply. Never. Wow, dude, this is really sad, bro. Holy heck, man. These are sad Yuri hours, man. Sad ass Yuri hours. Dang, dude. Alright, I think I'm gonna call it an episode here, man, because a lot of stuff just happened. This is a time and a half, though I'm a little disappointed. I wish I think I could have done a better job voicing those lines where Yuri was on the verge of tears. I feel like I could have done that better. But I think I did an okay job. Though if I had gotten another chance to speak as Yuri, like on the brink of tears, I think I would have done much better justice to that role, but alas, such is life. In any case, I want to thank you guys for watching. If you made it this far, I want you to put sad Yuri hours in the chat. Well, not the chat, the comment section. In the chat like I'm live streaming. In any case, I just want to thank you guys for watching. If you're new here, subscribe. Subscribe, I would appreciate it a lot. Leave a like on the video if you haven't, please, and thank you. It's been real. It's been fun. It's your boy JQilin. Ciao for now.